This is Rue here. I am Cutie Rue SR, and I am your host for Legally Cute. I am bringing you a bunch of cute runs today. We're going to start up with Stardew Valley. But before we do, I just wanted to say the runner that is running today, Sprinkle Theory, Sprinkle_Theory, will be in this marathon. The Unapologetically Black and Fast is coming up this weekend. So she will be running the Stardew on Sunday and closing out the marathon. Definitely check out their channel and definitely check out the marathon. And I just wanted to, say that. And, in celebration of Valentine's Day, we're doing marriage 80%. If anything else, you could go ahead, Sprinkle, introduce yourself and say hi to everybody.
Yeah, hi, I'm Sprinkle Theory. I actually am pretty new to Stardew in general and also into speedrunning. So I'm really excited to bring this run to you not only today, but as well Sunday evening.
All right. Well, whenever you are running, whenever you are ready to run, you can go ahead, hon. You can start the countdown whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'm gonna make my character.
Ooh, what name shall we go with? Do we want to do
Yeah, we can do like
Sprinkle?
A cool name.
Sprinkle.
Yeah,
We'll go Sprinkle.
We'll go Sprinkle. And just so, because I have so many save files, I want to call it marriage, so I know.
That's good.
I also play this game co-op and casually, so want to make sure I don't delete the wrong file.
Yes,
favorite thing, of course, Shane. Love the Great cat. We're going to pick the forest farm. We'll talk about that a little later. And we're going to skip the intro, as well as add in some cabins here. I'll talk about that in a bit too. So I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. Start timer.
Sounds good.
All right. So we're going to, I want to also ask to make sure the sound's okay, because sometimes the game could be a little loud.
Gotcha. Yeah, this game is like really, I played this game. I love it a lot. I like took a long time to play this game. I started it in 2019, so definitely had to play this. I like the moving of the bed already.
Yeah, so move the bed, and that's so that it can be we can get in a little quicker there.
Now, with this speed run, I know this is your first one. Do you want to tell a little bit more about what got you interested and why Stardew?
Yeah, so it's actually funny because they're at a friend streaming who's playing Stardew, and they're actually in the mines, and I didn't know what they were doing. They were actually fighting slime, and I was like, I didn't know what the game was, didn't know much about it, and this was just in 2020. So I actually didn't buy the game and start playing it until Halloween of 2020. So I started playing it. I wasn't sure that I'd like it. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, you would love it, because I like Sims and similar games, but it was tough at the beginning. This game in general was tough, but I actually had animals and I didn't feed them. I didn't feed my animals. I didn't know.
Poor animals.
I actually didn't know how. I didn't know how to feed them. So
that's fair. I think you get chickens at the beginning.
So I had a coop, and they it's so bad. I'm laughing, but it's so bad. So they you're supposed to put, like in the winter when it rains, you're supposed to put the hay, whether if you have like a silo, you're supposed to take the hay out of the container in the barn or coop, whichever one you have, and put it on the little like stand things that are in the coop. I think they're called like troughs or something. And I didn't know that. So, yeah, I didn't feed my animals. Okay, so talk about a few things. Here, why I started running. Sorry. I started running it because I was watching some people. So I was watching like friends play this game, and then I randomly started watching people who were challenge runners play this game. And I was very intrigued on the idea of just like the efficient way of playing, and oh, that's some great forage right there. Just unexpected. And so I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then they started talking about speedrunning, and I watched some runs, and I just, became really interested in playing and learning more about the game. So I decided to try. My first try was very long. It was a very long run. And it defeated me a little bit, not gonna lie. So I decided to stop for a few months. So I probably started running, I believe it in April of 2021, and pretty much that summer I don't think I touched it often. And then I decided to the Stardew community in general is amazing, but the speedrunning community and the like challenger community, they're just so knowledgeable, and just chilling in their streams and everything has just been great to learn more about the game and running it. So I decided to kind of pick it back up, and yeah, so here we are.
I love hearing that. It's always amazing to hear the origin story, in my opinion. It's like probably my favorite part. Because I know for me, like, I love Stardew, but I never even, like, I played it casually. I didn't think about speedrunning. And being a speedrunner myself, I'm kind of surprised I didn't think about that. But for me, Stardew was, like, I spent so many hours. I don't know how many. I think I, like, started in 2019, and then I put in, like, 600 hours. It was insane. I went very quickly, and yeah, I love it casually, and I love the speed run. I just I haven't learned how to speed run it yet. But I know that it's a very RNG based, from my understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is. So in marriage in particular, there are kind of 3 pillars of things that you need. You need to get resources, so that's your wood, a couple other things, but mostly you need a lot of wood. You need a good relationship with Shane to get him to marry you, and you need money to upgrade the house, fix the bridge, and get the bouquet, and just all the things, right? So you need to make sure that you have a good chunk of these 3 things. And it's funny because throughout the run, it's kind of a balance of, do I go out of my way to kind of get that forage because I need money? But then, it's a speed run, so, you need time. And then, like, oh no, Shane leaves at a certain time, so I want to make it to his house at a certain time. Or it's just interesting to, I think, run this game. But so pretty much what I've done is done some chopping down to try to get enough to fit enough trees and wood to make the chest. And I have watered a couple of my parsnips. I like to water parsnips earlier because I just get very Oh gosh. Okay, we're just talking about RNG. So there's a couple events that can happen that slow you down, like a fairy. And the fairy comes and will kind of auto harvest, auto grow your plants, your crops in a certain area, which is you're like, oh, that should be great. Um, but you know, it takes time as well as it I mean, it happened during the parsnips. Like, that's not really super helpful for me at this point because I have all the parsnips I need. Oh, and that tree is going to be in the way of my chest. So, like, this is nice. This is, you know, it's cute, but, you know, it's not super helpful. So in this run, you do parsnips and you will grow hot peppers.
I did have a quick
hot peppers
question.
are in the summer. Yeah.
I kind of know this, but did they add harvesting with assist to the base game, or did I miss and see what she did to harvest those turnips?
The fairy?
Not the fairy. I think this was earlier, like when we were doing the little turnip section.
Oh, the forage that was on the ground.
Yes, sorry.
Yes. So, yeah. So it will, the great thing about this farm and why this farm is chosen is because there is forage that appears on the farm, which is great because you use it to sell and make money. And Shane, oh my gosh, a little late. Shane, no,
don't go, Shane, don't go, Shane.
Do not eat the items. Jeez Louise.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. And so yeah, so
Shane's favorite items actually.
Yeah, so peppers, the hot peppers, which is a summer item, and I'm gonna get these for someone. And he enjoys beer, pepper poppers, and so which is great because like pizza, like he gives some of these things, which is great. He gives them as gifts throughout the run, but they're also high dollar to sell. So it's great that I just like to sleep on rain days because mentally it's helpful for me. So he so you can sell them or you can gift it to them, which is great because you need money. One of the first times that I've ran this, like, it just doesn't make a lot of sense because it's like you need so much money to upgrade the house. It's 10,000 G. It's and you need so much wood, and it just doesn't seem like it should make sense, but it does, and it just happens.
I remembered with Shane, I did remember the pizza and the beer, but I didn't remember anything else because it was just so easy to give the beer. But I know that Shane is nicer when you give the items.
Yeah, and as time goes along, he's a little, he warms up a little bit. And the beer, though, it's so expensive.
It is.
Yeah, it's so expensive. So, I don't buy too much of it because, like, okay, when you're giving love gifts in this game, they give more experience, right? So, like, if someone gives you something that you, like, love and really enjoy, you're gonna like that a lot better, right? So, same for this game. And the issue with that, though, is yes, he loves beer, but you have to pay for them, and you have to pay for other things too in the game. So
yeah, you have to kind of outweigh like what is
you do.
What's more cost efficient.
Yeah, what's more cost efficient? Time is a factor, and all that stuff. So today's the 19th, and sometimes there is a quest outside of Pierre's that you can get, and that you can get, and it will, if you give someone a quest, like to give me an item or something, then you will, there's no quest here, it's great, then you will get additional experience, and so that will help with the relationship kind of pillar or portion of the run. But there was no quest there, which is fine. But, you know, it's great when there's a quest there. It is still, you know, doable if there's not a quest there. So, this day, the 20th, is Shane's birthday. So, we will get to do the cat scene, the cat cutscene. We will say no to the cat. The cat is chosen because the meow of the cat is shorter than the woof of the dog. So we deny the cat, unfortunately.
Oh,
I know. As a cat, I love cat. Listen, I love cats. I love cats so much. Like, like honestly. But you know,
in terms of speedrunning,
it's hard. It's so hard. It's like, but really, like, can I just not get the cat?
yeah.
I need these. Also, with the growing of parsnips, it's like great if there's a higher quality. So if you played Stardew before, you know that you can get different quality items of parsnips. So you can have a regular quality, a silver quality, and a gold quality. And unfortunately, you know, if you give someone a higher quality item, they like it more. And but it gives you more experience. But if you don't get any type of higher quality items, unfortunately, then you know you're kind of stuck with the kind of baseline experience for when you're gaining the relationship. Oh my goodness, there's like a billion things here. It's great because we need money. So I'm foraging right now. Again, this is why this farm is chosen, because all of these foraging areas are kind of around here. Sometimes there's stuff up here, so I just want to make sure. Yes.
Also, who are we marrying? We are marrying Shane.
Shane, yes, marrying Shane. And some reasons why Shane is married. We marry Shane. So he leaves his house super early, so 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:10. He's out the door. Lives very close. I did not bring around pickaxe. Lives very close to the farm, which is great because you can kind of do some chopping of wood and then go and gift him and go to bed. He also his loved item is beer. You can buy beer from the store, which we're going to do today. And also you can also you can leaves early. His birthday is today, so his birthday's early, and yeah, I believe those are all the reasons why he's good. I mean, he's not nice, right? Like, you know that, but he's unfortunately the chosen one. Okay, so I am clearing out that area because there's a lot that happens in the spring, very early on. So clearing out that area because we need to move one of the houses over there, and move one of the houses because it is extremely helpful to get to the flower. Get to the area below the farm for the flower dance. And when you go to the flower dance and you are able to dance with someone, that's additional experience, which is great because we need a lot of experience to marry Shane. So go to Robin's and move the house Oh, look at that.
Oh, game needs more hot pepper recipes. Chat saying.
Listen, okay, the hot pepper. I feel that. So, well, that's why this run to me, like, it makes sense, right? It's obviously been done. World record is like under 45 minutes. It's amazing. But it's like, what's this? Oh my goodness. What? What? All right, that's lovely. Okay, so let's go sell some stuff. So I just got to the board and there was actually something to give to Shane. Look at it really quick here. Get this. I'm horrible at getting those. Honestly, I sometimes don't get them. A daffodil, and I honestly need to make sure I confuse the daffodil and the dandelion. So okay, so yeah, I know.
I've done that.
I did it. All right, so hi everyone. My name is Sprinkle Theory, and so when I make mistakes, I say that it's spaghetti everywhere because because there's still some there's still some that's a lot of money. There's it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. But anyways, because I didn't even expect to even get that, so we can go to the bus stop and try to see if there's something there. So, speedrunning, rerouting, and thinking of things on the fly when you do things like that. You know, so yeah, so if I say there's spaghetti, like that means I'm making a mess. There's something that happened that, you know, wasn't ideal, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so talked about love gifts a little bit. So today's Shane's birthday, and it is not raining, so it should be here. And so beer is a loved gift, and oh, there you are. Hello, happy birthday. So we buy some beer and give him his gift. And so this week we have gifted him twice, as well as give him a loved gift of his for his birthday. I'm gonna peek up here. Oh,
Perfect timing.
Yeah, I should have gotten those others. And so it's hard, right? So it's like, okay, there was 2 other flowers, so it's like, do you get those other flowers or do you like not? Opted to not. So we have the quest and go get them today. I need wood, so it will be a thing. It will be a thing. There is something that a lot of the people in the Stardew speedrunning community do: animation canceling. I'm still attempting to learn how to do it, so I'm not doing it on this run for Sunday, but it's something that I want to learn to do. And pretty much you chop down things extremely fast, you water things very fast, and again, it just helps with the timing and everything. So one day I hope to be able to do it, but I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I definitely will. I just want to make sure it's not, oh my gosh, it's Sunday.
Oh, how many marriage offers are in this game? Everybody? There's quite a few people. Let me get the list. Let me get the list. I'll help with that.
I think there's 10 feels right. All right, we're skipping the daffodil because spaghetti. Also, one thing about this game, especially if you play it casually, you know things happen on certain days. So like, one thing that has happened to me is like, a great thing has happened and I need to go to the store and like sell things. It's like, it's a Wednesday, the store is closed. It's like, no.
Oh yeah. I always forget those days.
You want to do something, like you need Robin, it's like it's a Tuesday or Thursday. She's not. She's exercising or whatever. But yeah, so as for Sebastian, I see I mostly married Maru, so I just, you know, Maru and Shane. So I just, you know, but I know a lot of people like to marry Sebastian. As well as Harvey. Harvey's also one. There's a glitched run. Oh goodness. There's a glitched run on speedrun that marries Harvey in like a minute. It is just like
Yeah.
Glitch runs definitely something that I would, if you're interested in Stardew, like look into. There was just one at AGDQ, and it was phenomenal. Like, wow, it's amazing the things that people do and can do. It's just awesome. If you are interested in Stardew, I would definitely recommend looking at the speedrun.com page, and I believe the Discord is linked there. There's so many helpful people in the Discord. It's honestly a great community. They do a lot of different things, both speed and challenge runs. It's just so cool to see all the competitions and things that people do in their streams. I mostly just like lurk at them or whatever, but it is very cool.
Here, I'll get the information for everybody. It's really like the speedrun is completely different than the casual game, 100%, like 100%. I will get everyone the information right now.
So today is I'm gonna gift him today. Talk to him. And you know, tomorrow is the flower dance, and so I once did a run where you know, I was gonna give up, but I would say, like, if you're looking to speedrun any game, I would just say, like, keep at it. Keep at it. Okay, sorry. Okay, so today's the Flower Festival. If you play the game, you're probably like, well, how could you get to this area? You're not allowed to usually get to event areas before the event. And so if you get to this area before 6:10 in the game, you can come here and kind of talk to Shane prior to the dance, and then talk to him at the dance, and hope that you have enough experience to dance with him at the dance, and that all the planets have aligned up to this point. And so yes, that's what we're doing. And so since there are trees here and we need tons of wood, we're just gonna chop some trees down until he comes out, because he still comes out at the same time, which is great.
I remember my first flower dance festival, and I was just like, I really thought I was gonna dance with Shane, because I was talking to Shane a lot at that point. And then I was disappointed that when nobody wanted to dance with me, I was like, oh.
I know. Well, and it's such a setup too, because like you see people like playing the game for like a new time, like for, you know, first time or whatever, and people in their chat know like you're not about to be able to really dance with anybody, and they like they feel so defeated when they go up to everyone and just try to dance with them, and it's just so sad. It's like, why was this added? Makes me sad, like the denial and the rejection over and over again. No, it hurts. It hurts real bad.
Yeah.
It hurts real bad. But yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
it's some of the best music in the game, I think.
Yeah, I actually, so the Halloween festival might be my favorite, only because of the whole maze. And like figuring out the maze and stuff. I mean, obviously once you get the first time, you can do it for the rest of the times of the years, but every year after that. But I honestly had so much fun with the maze, and the Halloween music was like solid, as well as the music for the nighttime market, I think that's what it is.
Yes, nighttime market, yes.
It's so good.
So good.
So good.
Thanks, okay, Shane. Please. Yes. Yes. Great. Yes. Thank you, Shane.
We are marrying Shane today, right before Valentine's Day. We're gonna marry Shane a few times.
Yeah, it won't be a time loop at all.
Nope.
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 That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh my gosh, it's like a time loop, like, and I'm back marrying Shay.
It's totally fine. This is fine. It's never seen before.
Never seen before. Okay. And so the dance, and so now that was great, and now we sleep until summer, the start of summer. Great. So summer. So pretty much we kind of don't go to that house anymore. And I will be in this other house down here. Switch out some things like that. So, move this house down here, which is great, and we're gonna use this area to, this would be where we have all of the crops here, so.
I saw a comment in chat about Stardew Valley Perlers. I actually made some too. I made a choker with the blue chicken, and my earrings were the mushroom and I think the strawberry.
The perlers are so cute.
Yeah.
Okay. So another reason why this farm is chosen is because they mixed seeds. Oh my gosh, how many do I have? Not a lot. Okay, so you get mixed seeds, and when you plant the mixed seeds, they are, oh my goodness, don't destroy that. They are the a collection of some of the seeds for that season when you plant them. So we have summer seeds here, and we need peppers. Oh, okay, there we go. Like mouse, come on.
Please.
Yeah, so right, please. So we have peppers. So these are the pepper seeds, and so we're gonna buy some more. Great. So we want approximately 30. Buy some. And
oh, I forgot. I made other perlers too. I found the picture.
Oh, what else did you make? Oh, nice. Perlers are so cool.
What are these?
Like
what are they?
They're so cute.
Yeah. I might have lied about the strawberry. It was 2 mushrooms. My bad. I made the 2 mushrooms. Apparently, one of them I thought was a strawberry. But the other one was the star. Those what are they called? They're cute little things, the little apple dudes running around.
The Junimos?
Yes, I made one of those.
Yes.
Let me. Yes. I can send it. Is it okay? I can send it back. I have the pictures. I found the pictures. Let me see if you can.
Pros are so cool. Like every time there, like a incentive or prize, the GDQs. I'm just like, oh my gosh, they're so cute.
They are. I love, especially the perlers. I love them.
But all the Junimos. I ordered the Stardew shirt because I was like, I don't have a Stardew shirt. So I ordered the one from, like, I need something Stardew.
Yeah.
Because I've spent so much money. Hello? Because I spend so much money, so much time. So a good time playing this game.
Yeah, the amount of hours that you put into this game is just a whole nother level. It really is.
And even before, I know we were talking before, but so I bought the game October for PC, in 2020. And then I was like, bought it for iPad. And then I was not paying attention to water. And then I bought it for Switch, because I got a Switch like last February. And so, yeah, I just was like, I now want this game to be in my life a lot. And so I have hours throughout all of hundreds of hours playing and just having a good time. It's a good time. The music, the artwork, the just general idea of it is a good time. So in summer, so yeah, talking about summer a little bit. So, okay, so he loves peppers and gotta water them every day. So we do that, which is great. And also still gift him until those are made or done. But it's just like, it's a lot of watering. We're gonna be watering a lot here. So let's hope for rain. But also, let's be a little picky and hope for rain on days when we don't harvest. So the first harvest will be on the 6th, and then every 3 days after that. So it's like, I'm so glad it rains, but and why don't I want it to rain on a harvest day? Well, I have to go out anyway, right? I have to spend time to go outside to water. Or to harvest. So if I'm going outside anyway, it's kind of, oh no. Oh no. And I don't have game audio, so it's just, things that take up time. So, we have an earthquake here, it's just casual. So, so it's like, okay, so this is the part, and it's so funny when you are watching people run this and it's like, please rain, please rain, please rain, because you don't want to water these things all the time. Because, it just takes time to nurture them, and oh my gosh, that butterfly is just so cute.
I was gonna say, I always loved it when it rained.
Yes, rain days are great, especially if you're running a category that has to do with fish. Yes, you definitely love fishing.
They gotta get the rain totem and then have it rain all day.
Oh my gosh.
Every day.
Oh my goodness. The watering can did not. Okay. Cute. You fell, silly Billy. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. then so that'll be the last non-pepper thing he gets, and then he'll get peppers. When I was planting the seeds, I made fertilizer. It's quality fertilizer, and that's helpful because it increases the chance of getting higher quality crops, and the higher the quality, the more experience you get. So giving him a pepper that is gold is better than giving him a pepper that is silver. So that is one of the reasons why collecting sap when you're chopping down all those trees is important. Hello, hitbox. Yeah, so it's a little information about that. I really hope he gets some
You're like, please, please.
Please,
I actually do know a little bit when it comes to the RNG side of speedruns.
Yeah.
I have a game under my belt called Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. It is very, very RNG based for a JRPG. So I can understand when it comes to RNG, you're like, RNG, gods, please, please.
Like, please. Well, got a fairy, already got an earthquake. So, you know, it's like, you're giving me these things that I don't necessarily want. Like a fairy right now, well, no, a fairy right now would be like, because tomorrow's the 6th, so I'd be harvesting, right? But like, if there was a fairy like on the 2nd of this, you know, it'd be like, you know, not great, but, you know, wow, I don't have to, you know, water, and I might actually get an additional harvest in, which would be great. Because imagine, because that's, again, more money to do all the things we need. So, some things that happen in this, oh my, did I speak it into existence? Oh my gosh.
This is good. This is good. This is good.
And we have a full inventory, so we will want this. Okay, so also, I like randomly put my chest here because I don't like walking back and forth. So there's some things that like happen that are just, you know, it just feels good. Because one of the things that I've noticed, as I've like learned and like done games and researching even new games to run in different categories that I want to run, is that like, for me, speedrunning is about like learning, but also like sometimes, you know, you want to do things that like feel good, and like putting that chest right there to me like feels good. It feels good, and you know, so that's why I do it.
I remember I got so like with my chest, I even color categorized them. I even made sure like one chest was for the veggies. I did all that. Yeah, I had so much fun with the chest in this game.
Rain day. We'll take these. We'll just take them however far they'll let us take them. Great. Rain days feel good. And harvest. But honestly, if you would have like told me that when I first got this game that I would be speedrunning it and, you know, trying to learn all these different things about it, I would not believe you.
Yeah.
I would not believe you at all. But I do still like play this game casually, like even every week. Like I have a co-op game that I've been playing for the last year. We've actually reached over a year, which has been super cool. And do different like competitions and things with friends, and you know, it's been great. It's been great. So I don't just like try to run this game. I try to, you know, I play it casually too.
Yeah, I don't play it right now, unfortunately. I started other
Fair.
games. But,
There are so many games, which is great, right? There's like so many games.
Yeah. But I actually kind of need to get back into speedrunning myself again. Like I do speedrun, but I don't know. Real life happened and then all of a sudden, it just eventually like there's other games that happen. Like it just like, or like your friends are playing different games. That's another reason. But I could show you on my Switch how many hours I spent in this thing. It was a good time.
I get that. There's so many games, and then like also too, it's just like, it's just sometimes just so much that it's not surprising.
To answer anyone who's new coming in, we are romancing and marrying Shane before Valentine's Day.
No, before Valentine's Day. Shane and why? The reason why? The reason why is because Shane's birthday is super early, and he leaves the house super early.
Well, plus the house is really close.
It's close. Earlier. He leaves early. His birthday's early, so that you can get additional experience from gifting him something that he loves on his birthday, and his loved item too, right? So like peppers are great because they're in the summer, so it's like earlier on within the run that you can obtain those. But also too, they're the gift that keeps on giving, right? Like
they really are.
They're 40 gold, I think, is like seed, the cost of the seed, and then they just keep on coming. So it's like, it's great. It's great.
Yeah. No, and plus they're easy to water. They're easy to like their growth time is faster than most.
Yes.
I think it was like blueberries and peppers that sell pretty well. I know the best are the truffles, like what the.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah, those are the best.
With truffle oil, and having like the artisan skill. Great.
Apparently, we're worried about the peppers and how hot they are for Shane.
Oh. Yes, we don't want to Shane, I think
Shane's okay.
She can do with it. Yeah, I think Shane's okay because he eats a lot of like pepper poppers and stuff. Like he's okay.
Yeah. Well, plus fear is a good antidote, maybe? Question mark. I know milk is. I know milk's a good antidote or water.
Yeah. He also drinks beer, so yes, that is also helpful. Probably.
Yeah.
This is Oh.
There was a comment in chat saying about on the plus side, Shane will never have a stuffed nose ever again.
We'll do what?
Shane will never have a stuffed nose ever again.
Oh my gosh, so true. So true.
Sinuses will be clear. I have sinus problems, so that totally hits me home run.
Oh, spaghetti. That's okay though. So, spaghetti. I get super excited on rain days. That 15th, slept through it. That's cute. But you know what though? The great thing is that you get 1 day to mess up. You get 1 day. Because go to our multiples or the divisibles by 3. There's 28 days in a season, and so the 27th day would be normally the last day, but now the 28th day will be my last day of harvesting.
Wow, you're saving up for the house upgrade and the marriage pendant. Anything else? I don't believe we're doing anything else other than the marriage and house.
Yeah, so also not as not as expensive, but the bouquet. So we bought the seeds, so that was like one thing, and then like the bouquet. So here you need the bouquet to kind of unlock these last 2 hearts, and so that's 200 gold at the store. So we'll need to get that and give it to him. And so that's when you start to date and kind of, I guess, courting, if we're like saying stuff like that, like courting. And then you can marry him after some more, a little bit more experience. Yeah.
I know around the hour break, we will be taking a break. But I'll let you know when that hour break is going to come. You have
Okay.
12 more minutes.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely. I with Shane, I think I got along with Shane the most first, and I like Shane's storyline. I know that Shane is kind of standoffish at first, but as you get to like learn more about Shane and stuff like that, you actually start really feeling for him.
Yeah, it's definitely a story that yeah, I definitely recommend if you haven't talked to Shane because he's a little standoffish, just definitely talk to him and you know, befriend him at the very least and get some of those cutscenes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No, sorry, I'm reading chat. Here, I will get you the information requested. Everybody's loving this, by the way.
It's oh cool. So yeah, so it's, I think like, so there's some different categories in Stardew. So going to the mines, getting to level 50 is a category. Getting to level 120 category. So if you like the going to the mines, then that is something that maybe you would be interested in. Don't need that.
Oh, I never done that with Haley. I think with Haley, I gave a sunflower for her birthday.
Don't be stuck. Don't be stuck.
Don't be stuck.
That's the one thing too. Like you're the while you're doing things and you're away, or you're like down at the lower level farm or farmhouse. The rest of the farm is still growing, so it's like you come out because you've been sleeping and watering and visiting Jane for days. Super early. That's cute. That, you know, it's just like, yeah, like okay. But yeah, so some more categories, and also too. So the community center, we did skip the community center. It's building up here. You did skip that cutscene, but that is also a run where you would finish the different rooms. So finish, like for example, the crafts room. That's a run that I'm thinking about going to next, and there's like the fish tank, and so finishing those aspects of the community center in general is a run. So yeah, so those are, and then marrying people, and then doing these things with glitches, and are all options.
Yeah, I like the variety. I love the variety. I mean, it's always nice to do something different, I think. That's why I love randomizers. Take your favorite game, for example, Ori and the Blind Forest for me, and you have a randomizer, and all of a sudden the game is like brand new again. It's so cool. But
That's
I mean,
awesome.
totally different. But is there a Stardew Valley randomizer? I was wondering.
Might be. I don't know. I'm still super new, and I still learn so many things. Learn so many things.
That's fair.
Like, I lurk so hard in so many of the like learn Stardew like people, like so many Stardew streams, because it's just, for one, like not only is like the person like playing and like the streamer like so knowledgeable and you learn so much stuff, but their chats too know so much stuff and you can learn so much from them as well, that even just kind of being in that vicinity is just like so much learning. Okay, so I'm going to, so I got the bouquet and I gave it to Shane, which is great. I need some more wood, so I'm gonna take some time to chop a little wood here. And so that unlocked those last 2 hearts, so to speak. And so now we're dating, and so that's great. And we'll be able to gift him more and hopefully marry him soon. Oh, the double watering. It pains me each time. Every time I like water the same crop twice, it's like, oh no, not only time, but yes.
I have good news.
Oh.
The kind of good news is going to be so good. I mean, I think it's great news. There is indeed a randomizer for Stardew Valley. This is great.
Nice.
This is great.
See, the people know.
Yeah.
No, nice. So what does that do? Like, so talk to me a little more about randomizers, because I'm, like I said, I'm new to like speedrunning and stuff. So that.
I definitely want to know about more of the Stardew Valley randomizer as well. Because I knew there was mods for Stardew Valley, but
yes, and I have not gotten into the mod. So this is my like trajectory of Stardew, right? So my plan was to like actually finish a solo farm, like as in like, you know, get credits. I don't want to like spoil anything for anybody, but like potentially other things. I don't know if it's spoiling at this point, but like get perfection on a solo farm and stuff like that. But I haven't, because when I play solo, I'm either like on my Switch just kind of chilling and not really like, you know, just like whatever, or on my iPad and I picture in picture like Netflix or Hulu or something. But or I'm playing co-op, or I'm like doing a friendly competition with people, so I'm not really like doing that. I'm off in my days because of that one day, so that's the case. But yeah, so but I love the mod. Like, there's so many cool mods. I just haven't really modded any game. Like, I play Sims too, and I've never modded Sims. And like, I just know that there's just like additional experience that I'm missing out. Like Stardew Valley expanded, like that seems so cool. Every time I go to someone's chat and I'm watching them play, it seems so cool. I want that experience, but I have not like started to mod. I think I have like a account on whatever the downloader thing is, like Nexus or whatever it's called, but I have not like gone the extra step to like do the things.
Yeah.
I need to though.
Yeah.
They're so, and it makes there's like a change. And so if anyone's not familiar with the mods for Stardew, there's one that like expands like the town and has additional people. But then there's like mods that are like cosmetic and like change the way the plants look and the houses look and just change the people and just so many different things. It's so cool.
I just found Stardew Valley randomizer mods. So on top of the
Look at that.
game,
Mods on mods.
Yeah. Oh boy. I love you, Google,
Mods
but
on
yeah.
Mods on mods, all the mods.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'll go to sleep and always hope for rain. A slither of hope. Did not get many rain days this time. That's okay. It happens. Sometimes you get like tons of them. Sometimes you get not many at all. It's okay. But yeah, I think it's like cool that most of the people that I know that play Stardew usually have it on like more than one platform, and it's a good time. I really enjoy playing this game with people though. Like I haven't, and I would love to do a co-op speedrun, but I just in general like love to play this game with people because I think it's a great game to just kind of like chill and vibe and like do things and like chat and just I don't know, just hang out. Like it's a good like hangout game. And so
you're saying co-op, right? You want to co-op with someone?
Yeah, so I recommend, like, if you have not co-opted this game and you haven't, like, your friends have it, like if you have it on Switch, your friends have it on Switch, like, please co-op it. Like it's so fun. It's so fun. Like it's a good time. Like I don't know, just especially on Switch, it's just like chilling, watch something together, and just play co-op Stardew. Just chill and play co-op Stardew.
That honestly, like, I will tell you right now, from my experience of co-ops, it's vastly different than just solos. So I definitely would say, I would definitely, if the co-op is recommended, I would recommend doing the co-op too.
Yeah, because like even like having someone to like help you water and like all these other things, like and you said, are we close to time to break? Are we close to time to break?
By the way, everybody loves everything right now, so great job. You're doing great.
Y'all are sweet. I was gonna put an item in the bin. Is it close to the time to? I have no concept of time.
We just a few more minutes.
Okay.
Just waiting on a few things in the background, but
okay.
I'll let you know.
Okay, sorry.
I
just
will
want to put something in the bin, and then because like pause it. Okay, cool. That's cool.
Oh, I was about to. We do have a couple questions. But I think chat is answering the question, so we're good. Never mind.
Yes, I told you. Like, listen, when I tell you, when Stardew's around, people come out of people will answer the questions. I got the book. Oh my gosh, the book. So there is like a book online, that beautiful artwork, and it's just like a guidebook of like the game. And they recently, the book has been a staple for like a while, but then because of the 1.5 update that they did, they updated the book because 1.5 added a lot of content to the game. And so it's just been a great time to just have this book. And I want the board game. Like, do you have the board game? I want the board game. I even order the board game.
I have the board game. I had to get it.
Yeah.
Because I think it was like announced or something, and then you had to go on the waiting list, and then but I got it because I was just like, I had to get it. Like, me and my husband love board games, so
yes,
we're just
that's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, maybe I can bring it to next GDQ in-person live event so you can play it too. I definitely would say get it. It's so cute. It looks so cute. It's so good.
Yes, so that's one of my plans. I would like to get the board game. I think it's cool that you can like, it says that you can like play it solo or like with people, and I think that is awesome. Okay, we are done with summer, so we're done with summer. So it's a lot of watering. Sorry,
That's okay.
that I don't like, because I have like, you know, sometimes, you know, I have you scroll on the mouse and then you destroy a plant, and it's just like, and that messes with your money. So it's like, but yeah, so we're at fall. So again, that was the second crop and last crop that we do. So everything else is, you know, we don't worry about it.
Yeah. Let me know when's a good time for a break moment. And we'll just take a few minutes break, and we will be back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I will. All right. So I will go down here, and I will. I can give Shane, and I can put something in the bin, and the overnight shipping bin to sell, and we can break in.
Okay, awesome. All right, everybody, we are gonna go on break. We will be just taking a few minutes. Stay tuned. We'll be bringing you some more marriage, Marriage 90% with Shane. But we will be right back, and we just stay tuned.
I'm gonna throw this in the bin, and I will stay in the bed up here. So I need to open mail anyway, so. Bed. And then I won't touch it. Okay. So I'm good.
Awesome. Okay, we'll be going on a short break shortly. Before we do, just a few announcements, especially for this weekend. I just want to say Sprinkle here, Sprinkle_theory, will be running in this marathon. Unapologetically Black and Fast is going to be coming up this weekend. It's the new reoccurring Hotfix Marathon. Black runners are front and center in a celebration of Black joy. This first iteration is running this weekend, February 12th and 13th, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern each day. Schedule is now out. You can find it at gamesdonequick.com/hotfix. Sprinkle will be on Thursday, closing the end of the show, just to give you like a little heads up.
Yeah.
And for anyone, also we have another event. The Frost Hotels is February 27th to March 5th. Use the command FF in chat or go to gamesdonequick.com/FrameHotels for more info. Thank you, everybody. We will be back with you soon. Stay tuned. Hello, everybody. We are back with some more Legally Cute with the cute and cozy speedruns. I would want to say definitely this is a very, very good time to get some tea, chill, relax, get a blanket to get nice and snuggle in. And while watching some more Stardew Valley with Sprinkle_theory. Whenever you're ready, we are ready to go with you. But just before I do that, just a quick second, I just realized, just a little bit of announcements. Your subs and bits help support weekly Hotfix content. If you're enjoying Hotfix, feel free to support the channel by subscribing or cheering. And alongside our reoccurring shows, GDQ Hotfix also has multiple week-long events with Frost and FrameHotels. These women-led events are twice a year supporting other great charities. Just to kind of give you some little tidbits information. All right, whenever you're ready, Sprinkle, you can count down.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, start timer. Okay, so we are in the fall, which is great.
I think I loved fall. I hated winter though.
Yeah. So, photosensitivity warning. I'm going to open the mail kind of fast to well, because the speed run, so things are gonna be fast. So please look away if you have any photosensitivity needs. Okay, I'm done. Okay, so what do we just do? We just opened up some mail. I will be doing that again, but I will I'll let you know again when I open it. So we just opened some mail, and so Shane gifts us some of his favorite things, which is like so nice. Like, oh my gosh, thank you for gifting me some of your favorite things. And these items they sell for a good amount of money, especially the pizzas. So we will be selling them. we will be getting rid of these gifts because we need money. Like, yeah. And okay, so this is okay. So I need a couple things. I need wood to upgrade the house, and I also need money. So I'm going to take some time here to get some wood and to go to the store. The store is not open tomorrow because it's Wednesday and it's Pierre's. So I'll try to sell the items today, and then so hopefully I'll have enough wood or close to it tomorrow so that I can by the end of the week upgrade the house. So we need 10,000 G and 450 wood to upgrade the house. This is required because you can't actually buy the mermaid pendant without the house being upgraded. As well as in order to marry someone in the game, they move in with you and you get the double bed and larger kind of an additional room in the house when you upgrade the house for the first upgrade slot. So we'll skip this cutscene of what I call the big board when I'm playing the game, especially co-op. So yeah, so we don't sell any of the crops until we get here because oh geez, money is we don't need to come back to the store. That's great. That's great. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so excited. Lately, money has been great.
Making money.
Okay, great. Yes, we love it. So I'm not even gonna bother with Robin at this point because she's not there. She's gonna be leaving whatever. She's gonna do her thing. But we can go to her tomorrow and get some wood. Or get some more wood and upgrade the house. Yeah, that's perfect because I actually there's another piece of mail here. It should be money. Ooh, okay, sorry, do not, okay. Don't wanna, okay, there we go. All right. I say that should be it. Okay, so two things. One thing that I did not cover yet. That was the owl. That was got so many things. Well, I got an owl, an earthquake, and a fairy. Great. Okay. So it's like RNG said, we're not going to rain in the summer, but what we will do is give you all these things you really don't want or need at this point.
Yeah, like fairies or owls and earthquakes.
Yeah, like we're just gonna do that. But yeah, so if you notice, I picked a female or woman character, and that is because your parents send you get two letters that I just opened. One of which gives you 500. Both characters 500, no matter who you pick. But the other, if you pick a male character, you get cookies, and if you pick a female character, you get money. So because money again is an important pillar of this run, we go with the money. So yeah. So that is why you will see people, particularly when they are speedrunning this game. Oh, I didn't even need that because I have all the money. They will pick the having a female character generally, especially for shorter runs like this, where that 500 is definitely super helpful. So earlier in the game, I needed wood for the scarecrow and a chest to kind of like put stuff in. So kind of early here. But here I need it for 450 for the house upgrade, and then 300 to fix the bridge at the ocean beach. So yes, that's a total of 750 wood.
Yeah, you do have a lot of wood. Like, I mean, you do get a lot of wood. Like, you have to. It's a lot.
So, you know how we were hoping for tons of rain in the summer? We will still need some rain in the fall. So that lovely trader that's at the beach, they are there when it rains. And so we'll need some rain in the fall. And that's why I really like to make sure that I either upgrade the house, like, you know, super early, because again, we need it to we will need it to buy the pendant. And Robin should be here. Go out and get some more wood and give Shane, because we still need that relationship. But yeah, it's like I think like fall is weird because it's like you go from like not having any money to like having money and like upgrading the house. It's like, wait, what? it's like it, you know, it shouldn't make sense, but it just makes all the sense. And it's just like the way the chips fall and like how it happens. I just think it's so cool. I think that's one of the reasons why I really enjoy this category. I've actually, you know, played a lot more the past like 2 weeks because, you know, here and, well, you know, here twice. And so it just feels so good. And I'm glad that I didn't stop running. I really am.
Aww.
A lot of fun.
I'm happy to hear that. Yeah,
this week.
That's good. It's so cute.
Okay.
I'm honestly glad that you continue running the game too, because it's just spectacular to watch. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's like a lot of things to keep up with too. Like 2 gifts. Oh my gosh, this hurts. This hurts. It's raining, but I can't get it because, you know, he's like,
rain at the right time, please. Rain at the right time.
Just like. I'm just like, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. We just need more rain, that's all. We'll need some more rain, some more wood. It'll be great. It'll be great. It'll rain again. It'll rain again.
I was going to say, okay, so not on the 6th. I saw not on the 6th. How come not on the 6th? I can't remember why now.
Also, shout out to Black Heart Wings.
Yeah. The rain summoning. I know that there's a rain totem, but it doesn't you have to like get materials to make the rain totem, and it's not fun. Kind of thing.
Yeah, like there is, but like some of that stuff is like, you know, later in the game when you get like, you know, you gotta like get stuff to get the good stuff, right? And
yeah.
So it's like, you know, further in, we just don't go that far. Like of me still picking up stuff. I think also too though, particularly playing it like, oh, I'm so excited. Just get out of my hand. I'm so excited. Okay, so now we need some rain. We need some rain. We need rain, but yeah.
Rain, please rain. Sun rain.
Please rain. Please rain.
Please rain. I feel there's a lot of love going on right now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's thunderstorms.
It rained. I need wood. See, there's always something. All right, so pepper poppers. Shane loves pepper poppers. But it's helpful to keep some pepper poppers on you because they give you some additional speed. You can see up here. So similar to like a coffee. A lot of people like use coffee, but there you can also use food speed boost too. So I do need some. I need some more wood. I need actually a lot more wood. Get out of my way. But yeah, so the house is done. Shane is infatuated with us, and so hopefully, and also a good thing I have some. I'm like looking at my energy too, right? Because that's another thing that people do not like about early game is energy loss. So keep an eye on that. But I do have these hot peppers that I could eat. Oh, come on. It's always like you need this. Oh, it just hurts. It just hurts when you only need like a few. Like I remember one time on one run, I had 298. I was like, oh, come on. But then, like, you know, it's like I couldn't find any loose branches. That's why I'm like getting some of the loose branches because it's always like a few that I need.
So basically with the speedrun, it's always trying to get the materials at the right time in the right place. And the RNG just is on your side.
Yes. So yeah, and you need to, and some of the RNG plays, comes into play like with the forage on that farm. So using the forage farm is great. I even like sometimes will use, see, look at this, 96. Wait, hold on, there has to be. Oh, okay, it's fine. 97. See, look at that. Get this out of your hand. Okay, sorry. I needed to make sure. Okay, 300 on the dot. That's fine. All right, I needed to make sure I got the axe out of my hand because if I hit it too many more times, then I would use energy. And so, if you're new to the game, the scythe and does not take energy, which is great because as you saw when I was watering plants, I drained my energy. So that is great. That it did not. So we go down here. We haven't been down here yet the first time. So Willie gives you the fishing pole. That's another reason why having a hot pepper popper is great here because you can just kind of be a little more speedy because we need to fix this. We need to buy the pendant and we need to give it to Shade and then go home. So you want to try to have a speedy item on you. Yes. Do his job. So wow. Great. I go up here and gives it to him. The great thing though, is that you can give Shane stuff when he's at work and he's like he's working. So that's great.
Yeah. I was gonna say because he works at the Jojo Market.
Jojo. Yeah.
Oh, I said ho.
I mean, it's also, you know, different. It could have been. It could have been.
Yeah.
But I think that's okay. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I thought it was fine. That was fine. But yeah, so I had tons of money. I've had tons of money recently, which is kind of exciting. But yeah, so oh my gosh, look at this bed. All right, so we sleep here, because then we sleep for a few days, and then the game will automatically pop us to the wedding, and then time will stop after the kiss, which is exciting and beautiful, and everyone in town is at the wedding, and it's so cute. And you know, it's like, you know, it's nice. And so here we are marrying Shane.
Aww.
Yeah, I know, it's nice.
Yeah, marriages always are great. I love marriages.
3, 2, 1. Stop time.
Time now?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Look at Marnie. Marnie, she's like so like. Yes. So things will be different now, but the future looks bright. And so here you are on your wedding day in your upgraded home with your spouse. And so we love you, Shane. Like we had a wonderful wedding.
Aww.
Yeah.
You guys, everybody's all happy and everybody's like, you know, now it's time to have a kid. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, big GG's, great job.
Yeah, thank you.
Definitely. For anyone interested, I know we were mentioning this earlier. There is a Discord for the community. Make sure to follow the runner. Love you, Sprinkle. You're just awesome. Did a great job, and I'm glad that you're keeping up with this. And make sure to follow the runner. And
a little bit of spaghetti, but yeah, it was good.
Oh no, I think you gotta.
I definitely enjoy like playing this game and running it. So thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rue, so much for having me. It's been great.
Yeah, of course. You got a great time, by the way. 1:20:22.
Very nice. Very nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. That's like. So I've been PBing while I've been practicing, and that has been the best PB. So nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yay.
The PB of the PBs that I haven't submitted yet. So yeah, so that's awesome. Awesome.
Oh, what was your PB beforehand?
So it was on the boards. I believe it was 1 hour 32, and then I got hour 27, and then hour 22. So hour 20 is awesome. And when I first started this, my first run and why I wanted to kind of stop, it was 2 hours and 40 minutes, and I was so defeated.
Oh wow!
People were like, "That's still fast." Like, they're like, "I took me months to like marry you." I'm like, "Yeah, but still, you know." But yeah, so that's awesome. I got an hour 20.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Yes,
like
awesome.
honestly,
that's awesome.
Yeah, because
regardless of you have a little spaghetti, you know, little spaghetti, a little mess, but you know it's fine.
Spaghetti's good.
Mr. Harvest Day. Sometimes spaghetti's good.
Yeah, spaghetti. So what's good about spaghetti is that you could do it again, and it won't be spaghetti anymore. You'll be able to.
There we go. Just improve. You improve, which is super awesome, and it's really encouraging too, right?
Yeah.
So, like that you improve and find different ways to like fix the spaghetti. You know, put some oregano or whatever on spaghetti, and just get better.
Get some little Parmesan cheese.
There we go. Maybe some garlic toast.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is there anything you want to say before we head out?
Yeah, so please speedrun.com and check out Stardew. There's tons of guides, information about the Discord there. I'm Sprinkle_theory or Sprinkle Theory on Twitter. And yeah, so I play Stardew, I run Stardew and just different games like Tenants and House Flipper. Play a lot of that recently, but yeah, so thank you so much for having me. It's been great, and see you Sunday night. You want to come back, and we'll see what kind of spaghetti we'll make then.
Yeah, more spaghetti.
Yeah, like spend your going into Valentine's Day like marrying Shane. Like, let's do it.
Yeah, well, definitely. I appreciate all that you did showcases. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being on the show. You did a great job, and spaghetti included. And definitely definitely check out on Sunday for Sprinkle, like 100%. The marathon will be this weekend, but Sunday in particular. I need to find the schedule for that, but I'll send that schedule information so that everybody can drop by then, and for anyone interested to see more Stardew Valley. But definitely, check out the runner, follow the runner, check out the community. It seems like the community is like very, very sweet, and
Oh my
Like,
gosh, like Stardew's a sweet game, and
yeah.
and then a lot of people who played it casually, I think, have recently really gotten into like challenge runs and speed runs. So it's just been great. Their chats are great. It's a great community. It's a great game. Like it's awesome. So yes,
Yes.
come over to Stardew.
Yes, awesome. Well, thank you again, hun. And we are just gonna go on another quick break. Oh, speaking of, I just want to remind everyone, mentioning about the Unapologetically Black and Fast is this weekend, and it is going to become a new reoccurring hotfix marathon that features Black runners that are front and center in a celebration of Black joy. This first iteration is running this weekend. It's going to be the 12th and the 13th, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern each day. Schedule is now out. You can find it at gamesdonequick.com /hotfix. I'll send the information in chat too. But yeah, so on that note, we'll take a break and we are going to get our next game with Sabara Misia, sorry. The Greek and Memories of Azur. This is going to be fun. Definitely stick around for that one. Stay tuned, everybody. Why, hello, everybody. We are back and more with some Legally Cute, the cute and cozy speedrun show on Hotfix. I am your host, Kiru SR, and we are bringing you some more games, and we're bringing another great runner. We have the game of, please forgive me, Greek Memories of Azur, and this is an all means quest category, and it's going to be with Sabera Misia. Definitely look forward to this. It's going to be very interesting in terms of just like, it's going to be cute. It's going to be lots going on, but definitely stay tuned. And it's going to be a great run coming up. For anyone, just a quick reminder, we're going to have the Frost Fatales on February 27th to March 5th. Use the FF in chat or go to gamesdonequick.com /FrameFatales for more info. Definitely... There you go. I put it in chat. So anyways, we are ready to go whenever you want to take it away. You can start your countdown.
All right. Yeah. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So a little bit of weirdness that you will see in the interface in this game pretty rapidly is you'll see it flashing back and forth between controller and keyboard inputs. That is actually because I have my my joystick mapped to keyboard presses, because you move faster when you're using true directionals, and it is impossible to get true directionals on an analog joystick. Also, the vectors are a little bit weirder, so forgive that. A little bit about the premise of this game. These little like green elf-like creatures called Korans came to the land of Azur, which had previously been inhabited only by the plague-bearing Urlogs, and they created great societies, and then the Urlogs broke their ranks, and now the Korans are all trying to build airships and escape. In the hubbub, our main protagonist, Greek, this little spiky-haired fellow who dodge rolls a lot, is separated from his older siblings, his younger sister, or not his younger sister, his sister Adara, who is the middle sibling, who can use magic and kind of fly, and his older brother Radel, who is a guardian, a knight, something like that. And so we are trying to reunite with our siblings and get the heck out of Azur. Greek is pretty nimble and he's small. He can dodge roll. He can also move at full speed while he attacks. And he can double jump. So we are basically going to use Greek for a lot of the time because he's pretty fast. But we're going to get a little dream sequence here since we fell at the bottom of Waterfall, where we are going to meet briefly and temporarily our sister. Steph, do you want to talk a little bit about Adara and how she works?
Yeah, we don't really want to control Adara too much if we have the choice, because as you can see, as Sabera attacked there, she had a little kind of purple mana bar that appears over her head and then disappears as she uses those attacks. Her attack is pretty weak, and that same mana bar also controls whether Adara can float anymore or not. So she uses the same stamina for both her attack and her float, which means if we have to use Adara, we will, but otherwise, it's a lot better, especially for things where we have to fight, to use Greek. Greek's is faster anyway because of the dodge roll, which Adara also doesn't have. She does have a backdash, and if you're feeling really spicy, you can do some backdash tech to speed up a little bit, but that's really not super possible on controller.
Yeah, so I want to talk a little bit about what I just did there. That is literally the only block pushing puzzle in the game. And it's faster not to push the block all the way on the button if you just have Adara push it out of the gate after it jams the mechanism. There is a little like tutorial stoppage there where it wants you to use a command called regroup to get your characters back together, but you only really have to tap the button and you don't need Adara with you in order to exit the area. So we basically just tap that while Greek is dodge rolling through the area where the tutorial would have frozen him, and then just leave Adara behind. We'll see her again later. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
The main premise of this run is to collect all the hugs as soon as possible, but we're also going to be abandoning siblings.
Yeah.
More than once.
This woman is like the commissary person for the encampment that we're at now, and she will not let us continue talking to her until we have eaten some soup. She gives us some soup. And recovered at least 1 health point from it. So it's not enough to actually eat the soup. You have to recover life from it. We're also going to take a quick safety save. That's not actually a safety save. It saves time. You get a lecture from a guard leaving the town if you don't. This is Tauros. He gives us a mandatory quest. You have to mash down while you're also mashing on the text because the second dialogue option that he gives you for accepting the quest actually has less dialogue. That one's not as fun. But he's basically going to ask us to go collect a bunch of rope. We're looking for our sister and hoping that, she's not dead out there, but he wants us to go fetch rope for him. So we're going to go get him 4 pieces of rope. Oh, boy.
That was super, super clean.
Thank you. One interesting thing about this game is attacks, generally speaking, cancel animations. This has actually lots of weird implications. And one of them is that you can cancel out of turnaround animations to move faster when you're turning around. But you can also cancel out of item pickup animations for a little while. So basically what I did there was I attacked at the same time that I picked up the rope. And that allowed me to cancel the rope picking up animation for a little while and jump away out of the attack range of that enemy. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that a couple of times. Basically, anytime we pick up a key item, we're going to try to do that. Animation cancel and jump a little bit. You can also actually do it in doorways, which is great because you actually can be attacked while going through doorways and coming out
like
of them
that?
as well. Unfortunately, you can't animation cancel coming out of doorways, only going into them. But it's still a lot safer. And again, that jump there saved me from getting attacked by that Urlog. So now we've got our 4 pieces of rope. We're going to go back to town. And we're going to talk to Tauros, and he's going to send us on a quest to get gas, which is actually where we're really going to find Adara for real. So now we basically just have to make our way back to town without taking too many hits. We don't want to really stop to heal if we can avoid it. Sometimes it's unavoidable. The enemy spawns in this game are very heavily RNG. So actually this quest is a really big RNG nightmare for us because where things spawn like really, really affects how much damage you have to take in order to go quick. But we're coming back on to give Tauros the rope. After this, he's going to send us over to, he's going to give us these magic jars and send us off to a swamp to collect swamp gas, basically. And on our way over there, we are going to buy some whetstones. You don't get real weapon upgrades in this game. Your weapons just kind of do what they do. But for the 2 characters who use swords, whetstones provide you a temporary damage buff, an additional 1 damage per attack. Now, that doesn't sound like a whole lot, but Greek's basic attack does 2 damage. So 1 damage is a 50% increase in his attack power. And Radel's base combo does 3-3-4, I believe. So it's like 33% to 25 to 33%, depending on which attack in his combo it affects.
It's actually really significant.
Oh my god, that was such good RNG.
Yes, let's go.
That Urlog can really hassle you while you're trying to open that crank. And so if he's in a position where he dodges away from you like that right off the bat, that's just really lucky RNG. Otherwise, you have to waste around 5 seconds trying to get him out of the way, or like 10 seconds trying to kill him.
So one thing you're probably noticing happening quite a bit in Sibera's movement here is that she's double jumping like just right above the ground. And the reason for that is that if we fall for too long, not for too far, it's based on time. If we fall for too long, you can take a stagger animation, and that it doesn't cost you a whole lot of time for each stagger, but they do add up over the course of the run for sure.
Oh, I actually should not have eaten those there. So there's actually a little bug in this game where if I leave the area before my healing items actually finish consuming, I don't get the healing from them when they finish. Fun story. So we're going to go ahead and use a whetstone here. That's going to enable me to knock these vines out of the way in 1 hit instead of 2 hits. And it's also going to give me an advantage on the boss that's coming up. We're coming up on the first boss of the run. So I was hoping not to stagger there. But so this is the first boss of the run. This boss is RNG hell, basically.
Yeah, so the arena portion of this fight actually spawns like exactly the same every time. Sometimes when you cut these enemies down, they get they'll leave a crawler behind, but we don't have to deal with those. We do have to deal with all these scout ads and zombie ads to move on to the actual boss part of the fight. At that point, you're gonna see that it can pretty much just do whatever it feels like. It can spawn on top and not move very far. It can spawn on bottom and let you chase it all the way around. Oh, we're getting some pretty good RNG right there.
Gosh.
So what we're hoping to do here is chase the boss all the way across the bottom for as long as we can. Because every time the boss gets hit, it puts it in a small stagger animation, and Greek can actually catch it and kind of cross the front of it, and we're able to get the quickest kill possible that way. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, for how bad my chases were, that wasn't too bad. I did a fairly bad job of dropping behind him on the long way, unfortunately. And that was largely my fault. It was nice RNG for the most part. But yeah, because the whetstone gives us 50% increased attack, that boss is a lot less risky. Like if you miss a couple of chases and only get a couple of hits in, you still do a lot more damage with that whetstone. So it's really important to use it there. So this is Greek's unique power, is he can crawl through tunnels. And that's actually enormously important especially in the final labyrinth of the game. It is a big, you can see the animation cancels at work in terms of placing these bottles. Otherwise, he like ducks down, and it's fairly long animations. They take probably like 2 seconds. This area also has these light puzzles where you're like illuminating stones with these rays of light. We are going to skip a lot of those. I'm going to go ahead and kill this thing for safety.
So this is a pretty tricky little skip. What Sabera's trying to do here is get the double jump to reset above the ground. You get your double jump back like there we go. Like just after we go into the mud and before we touch the ground. So we're actually able to double jump kind of above the ground. We almost get a triple jump out of it. Let's us skip that entire puzzle.
That scout there is being annoying. This is not...
The scout loves to ruin our day.
Yeah, that skip is not usually as difficult as I was making it seem. I was just having trouble hooking the platform. But again, that's another one of those light puzzles where we can just kind of skip it. There are 2 that we have to do and 2 that we can skip. I probably broke about even on mud skip. That's my new name for it. Isn't that's a cute one, I think.
Mud skip.
Yeah.
Mud skip. I like that name.
So I'm a mud skipper. Okay, so now we got our first hug, and we have Adara back, and we need her for a couple of things here. We have a couple more button puzzles, if you can call them puzzles. I need you over here. And we need her for a couple of crank puzzles. Oh, bad RNG. I didn't want that enemy to be there. Oh, come on. There we go. That's where I want that. We'll move that over here. This light puzzle can be fairly precise. It's actually easier with the keyboard remapping than it is using an analog stick. Though, like, moving the cranks is a little bit slower.
On camp that guy.
Yes. So in the very original version of this, so I was the only runner of this for about a month. And in the very original version of the run, you skipped this because there's a boss that you're supposed to fight to get an emblem that lets you out of the ruins. And when you come back from that boss fight, there's another one of these little gas things. And so it's just kind of on your way and you don't have to solve that other kind of convoluted light puzzle. And there's a neat skip for the other light puzzle that you're supposed to solve to get to the boss. And then I found glitches.
That all sounds slow. Let's not do any of that.
Yeah, let's not do any of that. This game has a class of glitches called remote interaction. Remote interaction happens when you switch characters at the same time as you interact with something. I first found this out accidentally by reading a sign and having the wrong character read the sign. But it turns out if you do this with a treasure chest, the character you switch to just warps to the treasure chest to perform the chest opening animation. Instead of fighting the boss to get Adara out of the swamp, which she normally has to do because she can't crawl through tunnels like Greek can, we just chest warp her out and take her to this teleport stone, at which point we teleport back to town. This saves like 3-4 minutes, I want to say.
Probably more than that.
It's pretty significant. We're going to leave Adara by the teleport stone because we're going to go back there pretty soon. Greek is going to turn in some stuff and pick up our new quest and just kind of move through the motions until we move on to our next whole thing. So this blacksmith is like, you know what? Here's a couple of kids that it looks like I can trust. I'm going to give them the one piece of really, really important metal ore that I have and ask them to go to a deserted and overrun fortress so that they can smelt it for me and bring it back. That sounds like a really good idea to me. I
see no flaws with this plan.
Yeah, I'm starting to understand why Koran society didn't exactly make it. If this is the kind of decision making that they've got going on. We're going to teleport back to the woods, which we came to on the way to the marshes. We actually went a little way out of our way getting to the marshes so that we could get that teleport stone. No, I do not want you on that. I want you on this. One thing that I forgot to talk about is we actually have an accessibility setting on called Invulnerable Companions. So basically, whichever character I'm not controlling, it has a little shield around them that prevents them from taking any damage while they're not the active character. There are a couple of limitations to this, like certain kinds of spikes and pits still do damage. Drowning still does damage. You do have oxygen meters and underwater. Adara is a better swimmer than Greek can and can hold her breath for longer. And also the second to last boss can still game over all of your character can give you a game over by neutralizing all of your characters without ever actually dealing damage to them. So they're not invulnerable to that. But so we'll make use of that a couple of times in the run. Okay, welcome to Lycer Fortress. This place was kind of the bane of our existence for a while. It's a weird, it's sort of a weird place. There's lots of cranks and lots of puzzles that we're supposed to solve with both siblings. And hello, please. Thank you. Boop, boop, and grab. Okay, so that is one of the puzzles that we're supposed to have both siblings for. You're supposed to have one character weight down the cage on the left while the cage on the right goes up. And then, you know, between the two of them, you can raise that up. You're also actually supposed to just kind of like circle around a long way in this area and come back to the left by going like down and then up and then left. And then let's try this. No, please don't be mean to me.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, no.
That's the worst when you get it, but Adara just refuses to actually get it. It's so frustrating.
This is, so you can see that I'm like just barely grabbing onto the ledge here. It is possible to make this jump. And in fact, it's not usually as hard as I'm making it seem. What is there? No, nope.
Yeah, there's a couple of setups for this, and the one that we're seeing right now is using the 45-degree angle float that we've mentioned a couple of times. This is actually the more consistent setup.
Wow.
You can also do it just jumping straight up, and it's even meaner.
Yes, it is. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah,
Great. Let's
Good
go.
job.
Okay. Thank you. It is actually possible to get her up there without using a 45-degree angle float, or you know, you can just kind of go around the long way. I was feeling pretty stubborn. I actually probably pretty much broke even on that. I do need to kill that bat before I go here. But then that puzzle was, I don't actually need to turn this crank because Greek isn't here. That jump was like, I considered that impossible for a long time until Steph discovered 45-degree floats. I don't think we actually talked too much about 45-degree floats though. Basically, if you float at a 45-degree angle, we're gonna go.
Be nice, bat.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
That was me abusing invulnerable companions to kill that enemy and collect that health without dying. So if you're doing this on an analog stick, you basically get a like partial XY velocity vector out of your analog stick. But if you just press the directional buttons on the keyboard, and they recommend that you play with a controller, which you get full directional speed out of both your X and Y movement. So you float faster at a 45-degree angle. We're gonna go ahead and save. Thank you.
Save.
This boss is really potentially quite nasty. Okay.
So this is what's his name, Rissar Odek. I always forget the full name. I just think of him as Slam Boss, and he can do two things to you. One of them you're seeing a whole lot right now is where he jumps up into the air and then slams again, and that's kind of slow in the first phase. But we're already below 50%, so we're into the second phase. You can only see the slow charge. The reason that we're all the way off to the right like this is so that when he slams into the wall, he just immediately stuns himself. But in the second phase, it just puts him back where we are, so it's still faster that way. That was way too quick to explain the fight. Good job.
Thank you. Yeah, so that boss is actually quite dangerous. Now that he's dead, we can smelt this Lorien. And we're actually going to switch to Adara and make sure that she specifically picks up the smelted ore. And the reason for that is this is actually part of a setup for another glitch that we're going to do when we get back to town. But so she's going to have a little vision of our brother. That's very cool. We're going to go ahead and leave her there with the crank. We're going to pick up another whetstone. We're replenishing a couple of whetstones from chests over the course of the run because we want these whetstones for later boss fights as well. And then we're just going to go ahead and chest warp her over here. So now we're reunited. That's great. And we can make our way out of the Lycer Fortress. And people tell me that when I say that, it sounds like I'm saying Laser Fortress. But I think that those two things sound very different from one another, personally. We're just going to go ahead and get out of here.
Yeah, we get to do a little walk of shame now all the way back to the fast travel stone.
Yeah. There are a few kind of funny, neat optimizations here. Some courtesy of Steph and some courtesy of me. So we're going to roll Greek way the heck out in front of Adara. And then we're just going to splash him into the water there so that when she hits the crank, he's already over there. And then we're just going to float Adara over the gate. There's no need for her to go swimming. On the way back, you can do that. So it's just ever so slightly.
Not on the way there.
Not on the way there, no. If you could do that on the way there, you wouldn't need the key in the first place. So, but now we're basically just going to go back to the fast travel stone and head back to town. So this time I'm not going to leave Adara over by the fast travel stone. Why am I not going to leave Adara over by the fast travel stone, huh?
Well, because it's time to ask a very important question. Is Adara a ghost?
No, she isn't, but she can do something very spooky.
Bye, Greek.
Bye, Greek. So we're just going to drop her down there, and she's just going to talk to Valgor from very far away and turn in this Lorien. And we're only going to see her side of the conversation. So this is another remote interaction glitch like chest warping. That one's called Spooky Banter at a Distance. And
yes, that is the best name for a glitch in the run, in case you're wondering.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm fairly proud of that one. So basically, when you do chest warping, the only thing that the game gets wrong is who's doing the chest opening animation. The item still goes to the correct person, but when you talk to people, that's not the case. It thinks the other person is actually doing the talking. And the important part about there are two important parts about this. One is that the game makes your character do a scripted walk over to the X coordinate where they're supposed to be facing the person. And that allows you to just pass through walls like we did. We passed through a gate there that wasn't open because Adara just she had to move left. The other thing was that it let her turn in the quest from very far away because key items are not shared between characters in this game.
It's a rude spore.
Very rude spore. Greek did not have the Lorien medal on him and could not turn in the quest. So Adara had to turn it in. And so by setting her up to hold the Lorien and putting her in a place where talking to Valgor would make her walk through that wall, we got her someplace that she otherwise wouldn't have been able to get to. And we're actually going to do this again. This guy, Yensi, needs his buddy Farvin in order to chop down a tree for us and build a bridge to the place where we can go find our older brother, at least in theory. In order for his buddy Farvin to trust us, we need to give Farvin this letter from Yensi. But Farvin and Yensi are very far away from each other. But if we talk to Yensi from very far, or if we talk to Farvin from very far away, we can hand him the letter from very far away, and then he will teleport both characters over to Yensi, where Yensi and Farvin will begin building the bridge for us. So, voila!
And that saves just the silliest amount of time.
It is really silly.
This is pretty much what enables the route to exist, I think.
More or less, yeah. Until relatively recently, and granted, we've only been running this game for like 2 months, this run was the any % run, and then I figured out that you actually don't need to do any of the quests that we just did. You can go get Adara, chest warp her out of the first area, and then fly her across the bridge into this area where she can proceed to hit a fast travel stone that enables Greek to get in here. So any % is like 35 minutes. But
the jump to get up here is awful. It's like double pixel perfect or something. Don't forget to save.
It is fairly unpleasant. So I'm going to save because the next thing that I'm going to do is just potentially catastrophic. It literally requires all of my health. So if I do it wrong, I will just straight up die. All right.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but we can just jump up here, fly at the top, do a little damage boost, do another little damage boost, get our health back.
I definitely did it wrong.
So what we're trying to do here is we're gonna float as high as we can, take a damage boost at the bottom of the wall, but not quite at the bottom, because if you hit at the very bottom, you slide, and you don't want to slide. Slide's bad. So we're going to come up here, we're going to take a damage boost, jump away, take another damage boost, jump away again. We didn't get the jump the second time, yeah.
Yeah.
And so the reason we take 2 damage boosts there is it kind of takes a minute for Adara's stamina mana to recharge. And so we just kind of trade health for time, basically.
Why? I don't really understand what's going on. All right, we're going to do this the slow way.
You call it the slow way. It's
All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do now is I'm going to get this hive out of the way, but this is the backup for this. This is the thing that we used to do. It is definitely slower. So I'm actually going to heal Adara now.
yeah.
All right. So this is the very first glitch that I ever found in this game. This is called Firefly. And it's called Firefly because we're going to pick up a torch and we're going to use it to fly.
I love that. That's awesome.
Oh no, I dropped my torch.
So this is actually why we like Firefly Skip so much, even though it's, so risky and a little bit rough to kind of get your head around at first. It's really I think it's because of your new joystick setup that's giving you grief, honestly.
No, I just have times when Firefly Skip just doesn't want to work. Oh, wow.
Maybe. But this was the first time that we ever used Firefly in the run, and as you can see, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, to fly Firefly downward. Because when we do a Firefly, what's actually happening is Greek is throwing the torch, and that resets his double jump for reasons, and so he can then jump again, and that's about the best way that could have possibly gone wrong.
Yeah, honestly.
So he's going to double jump again, catch the torch, double jump again, catch the torch, double jump again, and we can theoretically do that until the torch goes out.
Adara, do you wanna? She's stuck.
She's got that bug that I get in Lycer where she's opening an invisible chest because she.
That's very strange. I've never had that happen before. I think that must be a keyboard thing or something. I don't know.
You said the thing.
Oh yeah, I said the thing. That's never happened before. All right. So anyway, now, what that let us do was basically take a torch to what was supposed to be the shortcut out of this area. There is an entire lower area that is filled with very interesting ice puzzles, and you should play the game casually and do the ice puzzles. You use the torches to light bonfires. You use the torches to melt ice blocks. It is very cool. There is lots of seesaw, sibling, switching. I'm gonna actually take a save here because this area can be like that.
Bats are so rude.
Yeah, the bats in this area freeze you and they're super rude. So this is our Kantos temple. We're gonna find our brother here, but first we have to do some things.
That's what it's called. See, I don't know the name of this place. I know this place as Fort Firefly.
Oh yes,
but what we're gonna do first is the fire walk because it's faster and it looks hilarious.
Yeah, so this is fire walking. It's just letting go of the torch and re-grabbing it before it hits the ground. I wasted time to show that off because it's really funny looking. Oh, geez. So the torches actually interact with these little hooks on the wall, and those are actually for Big Brother Radel's hook shot. Which
those little hooks are spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler
is what they are.
No! Why?
No!
Why? We're having some bad flies here. There we go.
There, we got it.
All right.
So that's another thing you're gonna kind of notice there is that those torches also melt the ice floors. And we're gonna use that a little bit for a Firefly in about 30 seconds or so.
Yeah. So there's a puzzle in this room that involves pulling ladders back and forth. Because you can't cross this ice bridge with a torch, but you can cross it if you can fly. So yeah, that's and this is probably the most annoying Firefly in the game. Come on, please.
Oh,
there we go.
Yo, you got it.
There we go. I see that one's not that bad for me. I think that one is just harder on controller.
Yeah, that looks good though.
Thank you. Yeah, it can go a lot faster than that. You actually don't need to do as many jumps as I did. We're gonna go ahead and leave Adara here. We don't really need her for the rest of the puzzles for this portion of the temple. That was a good boop.
That is a good boop.
So now we need to come down here. We need to land on this. We're going to go ahead and plant this. There is actually, you can firefly underneath this arch if you're feeling cheeky. I am not feeling
Very hard.
that cheeky. Why did I? Jeez. Whoa. All right, I'm having a little bit of trouble with this one. All right, I'm just gonna.
This one is rough for me
I'm just
too.
gonna do this the way that I came up with originally and do the single wall.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. That is the way that I normally do it. It's technically faster to do the leftward firefly than the single wall because it puts you closer to where you're going, but whatever. It's not faster if you fail it. And now we're gonna do this again with another ice bridge. That one is a little finicky. You sometimes, oh wow.
No.
Yeah, getting through the floor can be a little bit of a, there we go. Now we lost our torch there, which is a little unfortunate, but there is another brazier here that we can use to firefly across. I'm having trouble with my mashing is really what's going on. I've been playing too much Dread. Which is true. By the way, I am in Frost Fatales coming up, and there is a bonus game on the schedule that does not have the game name revealed, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I think you're all smart people and can figure it out from context at this point.
I'll
So
get
that
the
was a
schedule
chest
there
work
going
that
too.
brought Adara through most of that.
Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and deposit Adara over by the hive there. She's gonna take care of our little insect problem. I am not going to torch walk past the door because I will accidentally walk through that door if I do that.
This saves going around and over the top and all kinds of nonsense.
Yeah, there's a whole, you're supposed to go to the right and go through some more ice puzzles and raft puzzles and all of that sort of stuff. And it's just not necessary. You don't got to do it. We're going to separate them a little bit so that we can just boop, boop, and hit these two interactables. That's going to reveal something called the light seal. A key item that we will need later in the game. It is also going to take us away from the little ones for a while. And now we get to meet Big Brother Radel.
A wild Radel appears.
Yes, Big Brother Radel has a big sword. It does more damage, and it has more range. Oh gosh, this is going to be a mess for hookshotting things though, because of the mouse aiming.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I would take all three through to ruins.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a mess here too, though, because I can't aim my hook shot with this configuration. Yeah, like.
There we go.
Yeah, but see, now it wants to go where the mouse is, and the auto targeting isn't going to save me. So we're gonna miss out on a little bit of hookshot movement just because of a controller remapping idea that I had that is not has some flaws. But oh yeah, see, like that. Ooh.
Yeah, let's go to the mouse.
Yeah, which I need to like. That is something to mention to the devs of this. Like,
Yeah.
hey, it would be really helpful if we didn't have to use mouse aiming
Yep.
for this.
Yep.
Oh no, I did not want to. All right, can I?
Large
yes.
flask if you need it.
Yes, but I don't.
Hopefully you don't need it. Yeah, you don't need it.
I don't need it. So one of the things about Radel is that Radel cannot move while he's attacking unless he's in the air. So that's something to be aware of.
So this is Captain America, and what we're hoping to do here is to just grab that shield out from in front of him. And if you're like me and you played this game casually and did this fight without figuring out the main mechanic, you can do that. You can just hook the shield. I had no idea. And then it puts him in this nice stun animation. We can run up and just wallop him, and then he'll call the shield back to him, and we'll just say, you obviously didn't learn anything, and just hit him again.
Yeah, and then we go over and we have to check on our not quite deceased younger brother, Greek, and it's time for hugs.
Oh, more hugs.
Hugs.
Oh, my goodness. This is adorbs. Oh, that's adorable. That was probably the cutest moment.
It was, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I think I can make this work if I just like put the mouse in like a generally useful position.
If this stays how it is, we're going to reach a point where we're like all using a mixed setup where we have both mouse and controller to do this.
Oh,
round.
do like a hybrid? Yeah, I had to
It
do that
is
in Ori.
a little weird.
Yeah.
So I left the little ones behind. And the reason for that is that when I get to the exit area, it's going to trigger a cutscene. And the kids are just going to run in from just off screen. They've been following me very closely this whole time. There they are. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, they were just out of frame laughing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So in the any percent version of the run, we basically go get Adara immediately after receiving the rope quest from Tauros. We completely ignore it. And then we immediately go and do this quest and get Radel back. So it's the maximum amount of hugs in the minimum amount of time. That's a good point in its favor for the any percent run, even though the any percent run requires you to do something fairly obnoxious. Two, in fact, fairly obnoxious things.
The bridge skip itself isn't that bad. Seesaw skip is a nightmare.
Seesaw skip is. So we have disagreements about this. I actually think that bridge skip is the worst of it. But yeah, seesaw skip is generally like it would be very difficult to do first try on any sort of consistent basis. Like you can have a semi-consistent setup for it, but it can still take you, 30, 45 seconds to make a single jump. So we're all gonna run back through the Valora waterfalls. So when we got back, we found out the encampment had been attacked, and there was an expedition that has gone missing now that was trying to get this like magic stone that they need to finish the airship. And because the expedition hasn't come back, we're gonna go look for them, of course, because we're big heroes. Well, two little heroes and one big hero.
This movement is actually a little trickier than it looks, because they all kind of have a different sort of jump height animation, and especially off the mushrooms. So it's really easy for your siblings to end up with their staggers kind of off. And then you're not gripped up anymore. You can't move as cleanly. So it's actually, that looks a lot more simple than it really is to get down here.
Oh gosh, this area is going to be terrible with this hookshot thing. I guess not that terrible.
Can you just use your mouse?
I'm going to use the mouse, but I also don't know what the hookshot button is on keyboard.
Right. It's a right click.
Oh, it's right click? Oh, so I can just use the mouse for the whole thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. That's actually very helpful. So I primarily play on controller. So Radel's shield can also block lasers. Oh geez. I can't jump, and also, yeah, I need this to be kind of like way up here. Okay. Okay, so now here I can do that, and that's fine.
There we go.
So this is going to be a little dicey. This is I'm actually going to. Oh, no, please let go of me. Yes, large elixir. I need it. Do. All right, cool. And that is the last of the grappling here that we're going to be doing. We're going to go ahead and bring Radel down here. He has a thing that he needs to kill. couple things that he needs to kill, and he's going to stand there and wait for the little ones to come around. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little bit dangerous. So first thing is remember that invulnerable companions does not save you from drowning. Greek can take damage fairly quickly there. We're supposed to use a gate that's there instead of taking a damage boost.
Oh, you're taking them all. Let's go.
Yeah, we're just going for it. Okay, we're gonna take a save
and
here.
remembering to save.
And then we take a little damage boost across that across those thorns to just like get everybody up there.
Well, that is not easy with all 3 siblings.
But it is the fastest way through the ruins. We skipped a whole bunch of really interesting laser puzzles. And now it's time for the worst boss in the entire game.
Everyone needs to send all the good RNG vibes.
Can we get some bong bongs in chat like you're ringing a bell?
Oh yeah.
Everybody just bong your hearts out. If you have bell emotes, break them out. Cause
yeah. It is whetstone time because it is time for evict. Is that how we say this one?
Yeah, I think so.
Or also bell boss, also gatekeeper, also nasty jerk. Because what he can do is he can just slash at you and stun everybody. He can put you in a cocoon for reasons, probably.
I don't know how I got a 1 bell on that.
I really don't either. That was awesome. Sometimes he'll when you ring that bell, he just stuns and doesn't do anything anymore, and then you can just wail on him. And that's what we got there. That's how you get the quickest kill possible. Sometimes as soon as that first bell wears off, he pulls out his crystal and breaks it, and he's still at half HP, and you gotta run and find another safe place with another safe bell.
I love the bongs in chat. Thank you everybody so much for those bongs.
Bong.
Okay, now it is time for the cutest part of the run. You thought that the hugs were the cutest part of the run, but the hugs are not the cutest part of the run. The Boscos are the cutest part of the run. So these animals that we are riding on, they're sort of like dog-inspired, are called Boscos. They are named after the dog of what? What was that?
Oh no.
Good question.
That was very weird.
Yeah.
It just like didn't. I got a little thrown off by falling off the thing there. So the Boscos are named after the dog of one of the developer's neighbors, if I'm remembering correctly. And they're just these little like dog, guinea pig, hamster things that you can ride, and they're super cute.
Oh.
Look at how it jumps. Leap, leap.
Oh, that is so adorbs on so many levels. I want some adorbs in chat.
Yes, so this is the chill auto-scroller portion of the run before the final dungeon. So there's really nothing that we can do here aside from hold right, occasionally jump and switch back and forth into the background and foreground in order to evade barricades. While this like calming, inspirational music plays in the background. Fun fact, all of the music in this game was performed by an actual Philharmonic orchestra.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all of the art is also hand-drawn.
Oh, see, I love that.
This game is beautiful.
It is.
So I highly recommend that people play this. This is the first outing by a team called Navegante Games out of Mexico. And the lead developer for this game actually worked on Kerbal Space Program. If any of you have played that or are familiar. You actually can pet the Bosco good. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. But the person who asked if you could pet the Bosco, yes. Earlier in the game, you can pet the Boscos. During the segment when you're in Ravens Road Camp at the beginning of the game, you can pet them. So pet the dog is an incentive.
Aww.
so it's time to go into the final dungeon of the run.
Yeah.
This is an area where you have to go around all over the place with all the different siblings and kind of move them between different little warp posts, because certain ones are only able to do certain parts of the dungeon, so you can break 3 orbs and get into the final boss. So what are we gonna do?
We're gonna skip most of it. So I want to talk a little bit about the major mechanic of this dungeon, which is the warp posts. Right, so different characters can only get to different areas, and so there are a couple of places where you can switch characters. I'm gonna show you one. So this is a warp post, that thing that Radel just touched. Basically there's a corresponding one. Greek is going past one right now, and you can see there's 2 on either side of this wall. If 2 siblings are touching connected warp posts, they'll switch places. And this is how you get your characters around different parts of the dungeon, for the most part. Ooh, yes, I managed to sneak that bubble, so I'm not going to take damage. And so you can see there are these little hookshot things here. Radel is supposed to be required for hitting this orb, but it turns out there's a little corner where Greek can jump up, and so we don't need to bring Radel over here at all, which is great because it takes a long time to warp him around, crawl Greek through tunnels, swim around. It's just very, very slow. So we're gonna just do that with Greek instead. Now we have to get Greek back all the way over to the other side, because there actually is one that can't be done without Greek. It literally just strictly requires him, because you have to crawl through a tunnel to get to it. There's no other way to get to it. And so we're going to bring him over there. But in the meantime, while we're doing that, it happens to be on the way that Greek can warp Radel out of the area that he's in.
Very convenient.
Pretty convenient. So we're going to use a warp post. This is the only time that we're going to use one of the warp posts. We're done with the warp posts now, and that is supposed to be the major mechanic of this dungeon again. So at this point, Greek is basically just going to come in here and swim down and hit this switch and then swim back up over here. And now we're going to bring Greek over here. So Greek is supposed to need Radel in order to make it up to the other side of this. But actually, that's not necessary, because we can use that wall jump to hit that rope over there and then come down here into the tunnel. And once we're in the tunnel, this tunnel is just going to take us out to the other side to another one of the 3 orbs that we need to hit in order to get the heck out of here. And then we're going to abandon Greek.
No.
He does not need to join us for the final boss fight. It takes too long to get him around to join in on the fight, and the amount of damage that he contributes to the fight is not large enough to be worth it. So we're going to take Adara and Radel and break the final orb. For this one, you actually do need 2 separate characters, and Adara happens to be the most convenient one to use for it. So we're gonna go ahead and no hookshot shenanigans for me. I guess I'm gonna do this the traditional way. I'm not gonna use the fancy swag movement that I invented, just because it requires fairly precise hookshotting, and I'm not going to be able to do that. So Adara is going to lower the water here. You need a character who can swim. We forgot to mention, Radel can't swim.
Radel can't swim.
He will drown if he hits the water, just like immediately.
Allergic to water.
Yep.
Okay.
And so he's going to purposefully drown himself over there. And that's going to actually warp him all the way back up to the ledge that he was on. And
you still had Adaria in the water if you're doing blind movement.
Oh, yes. I do still have Adara in the water. I was actually trying to blind move her into the laser. So during the cutscene where the orb is happening, you can actually do blind movement to get them closer to the door for the final battle. And like usually you want to set Adara up for that first by running her into the laser before you drown Radel. Oops. I just forgot to. So we're going to use our last whetstone here as we prepare for the final boss fight. We're going to pick up the stone and...
Roar.
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 So this fight, it kind of does what it says on the tin. There's not really a tremendous amount of tech going on here, not a lot of trickiness going on here. The main thing is just that we want to hit it all the time. These webs are bad RNG. They're very annoying. The beam does do damage, but not a whole lot. The main thing is they're on the floor and in the way. The boss can spawn on either side of the arena like this and do these slam attacks. We can just stand behind them and just whack away and it's fine. Sometimes it can appear in the middle just like that and do another little slam attack that we're going to jump over and past. And now that we're past 50%, it's going to do a nice rage animation. This doesn't really change much for the fight. It just lets the boss give us more ads pretty much.
There is actually one other thing that it changes, which is when it appears on the sides, it will do 3 slam attacks instead of 1.
I actually had never noticed that before.
Yeah. And I think it actually pops up more times like this now. Before it... Oh, yep, there we go.
Oh, it definitely stays out less time when it does.
Yeah. So that's the final boss fight. Again, yeah, there's nothing like super tricky about that. Also, at this point in the run, there are no more like, you know, once we get past Arcantos Temple, you'll notice that we didn't use any more glitches. There were nothing in the ruins where we were going to save the expedition. We didn't use any glitches in here, and we're not going to. There are no convenient chests to use to warp, and it turns out that although there are characters that you can talk to way the heck out of the labyrinth, that you can use to do spooky banter at a distance, it doesn't really get you anything. The walking through walls aspect of it doesn't really help in terms of getting you out because the only wall that super obstructs you is the one that you have to open to get to them anyway. So this switch, we could have come here, you know, before we beat the final boss, but the switch would not have worked. But now it will let us out of the ruins. We got the stone that we need in order to power our airship. And time is coming up. Some black bars are going to show up on the top and bottom, and that's going to be time and time.
Nice.
Woo-hoo. That is Greek Memories of Azur. All main quests. I did run a little over my initial estimate. The one that they have up there is 55 minutes. But I did give an estimate of 53, and we had just like a little bit too much trouble with the skip in Sork Ashen for that to really pan out. Oops. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. This game is super close to my heart. I think it's really pretty and really fun. And I hope that you will give it a try. It's also not very expensive. I think it's like $12 on Steam. So yeah, thank you everyone. And thank you, Steph, for commentating. And thank you, Rue, for having us.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Thank you for being on the show. I actually got the game, just to say.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely appreciate everything. That was just fantastic. It was like the whole entire time just like really engaging and very like just, it was a lot of cuteness and everything that fits with everything. Yeah, did a great job, everyone. And then I want to say thank you to both of you for being on the show, and I appreciate it so much. Definitely check out the runner. I put in the plugin. Was there anything else you wanted to say, like a plugin or anything else?
Yeah, so again, I am going to be at Frost Fatales. I actually am running 2 games. The unnamed bonus game that I mentioned before. I'm also actually going to be doing an Axiom Verge 2 run. So if you like the Axiom Verge games, please come check out All Earns, No BS. BS, as everybody knows, stands for boomerang steering. So we won't be doing any of that.
Y'all also called the category from the first one Yes Major Glitches, so...
Well, yeah, because we do that with the category from the second one too. Just like any major glitch category is YMG. Anyway, also, please, if you're interested in running this game, if this looked like fun to you, then come join our Discord. You can find us on speedrun.com, and there's a link to the Discord there. And we would love to have you and teach you how to do this run and everything that we've learned. So, you know.
Yep, that's speedrun.com/Greak MOA, GREAK MOA.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
And I put the Discord in chat. So if anyone was in case of joining the community and everything like that and they had questions. Thank you again. As a reminder, speaking of Frost Fatales, it is going to be on February 27th to March 5th. I did do the command earlier in chat, and you can go to gamesdonequick.com/FrameFatales for more info. I just want to say thank you, everyone. I appreciate everyone being here. Everyone's so cute. Y'all cute, runners cute, tech's cute. And I just appreciate just the showcase of this game and everything like that. We are gonna be heading off, and I will be back. Well, Frost Hotels is gonna be happening, but guess what? I am gonna be right before Frost Hotels. So we have two more games to showcase, and it will be on the 25th of February. Alrighty, everybody, you all have a wonderful day, night, and morning, and all stay cute. Have a good one, everyone.